When you are sitting, we want to make sure that we're not putting any excess stress and strain on any parts of the body that we don't need. So where we need strength is through that nice tall spine. Remember, we'll never have a straight spine because you've got that natural curve at the base of the spine, natural curve at the top, natural curve of the neck. So it's really tuning in with where you feel strength through that vertical position of the spine, and then where you can let go and relax, particularly the shoulders, particularly the ribs in this sitting posture. Give the head a little bit of a nod, so we've really got that head balanced on top of the spine. What we're looking to do is to create the easiest space for the air just to flow in and out through the nostrils, through the nose, down to the diaphragm. Let's check in with the feet, so however your feet are contacted with the floor. And ankles, lower legs, thighs, coming up to the hips. So in a sitting position, your hips, your sitting bones are the base of your support. So really feel grounded and stable and strong through the hips. And from there you can lengthen the spine, you can grow the spine, you can create energy upwards through the spine, connecting up to the sky above through the crown. And I want to explore in this position taking a bigger breath or a fuller breath, but without creating tension with that fuller breath. So when we take a bigger breath, or if we gasp air in, then we tend to pull everything up. But what I want you to explore now is actually taking a really calm and relaxed bigger breath. So when we've done that work where you're just putting your hands on the ribs, you're just allowing the ribs to float out to the sides, breathing into the back of the body. And also you may feel the belly just coming out a little bit because your diaphragm is coming down and pushing the belly out a little bit. So no sound, just see if we can take a fuller breath. So just a nice slow fuller breath, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Hold it at the top a little bit. And then just in your own time, just allow that breath, control that breath out. So just allow that breath to come back out of the body and then let the breath settle. And we'll do that again. This time we're going to put a count to it. So we're going to count in for 4. We're going to hold for 7. And then we're going to breath out for 8. Now you can choose the breath out any way you feel comfortable with. So if you need a little bit of restriction, you can use that idea of a candle breath out. So it's like you're just gently blowing a candle out in front of you. So and as you're doing that, you're just pulling those upper abdominal muscles in a little bit just to assist the diaphragm, just to make it a little bit more of an active out breath. But again, I want you to keep this calm, relaxed. So you could use a candle out breath through the mouth. You could use a hum, which is really nice. So it's the same thing. You'll be gently pulling in the upper abdominals and to bring the diaphragm back. Or you can just breathe easily out through the nose, whatever you feel comfortable. But I want you to feel that this bigger breath, this fuller breath, is as calming and relaxing as when we're practicing just allowing the breath to happen naturally. So let yourselves get settled for a little bit. Let the breath settle naturally. I'll count down from 3, then it's a 4 in, a 7, suspend at the top of the breath, an 8, active controlled out breath. So we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let the breath settle. Then we're going to do that 3 times, one after the other. So we're taking a fuller breath without creating any tension, without creating any tightness. So it doesn't have to be a massive big breath, it's just a fuller breath. So I'll count down from 3. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in and hold and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in and hold and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just let the breath settle. Have a quick body scan, just move around if you need to move a little bit, if you're feeling any tension anywhere. Could be ankles, could be hips. Where do we need to be strong? Where can we just let go and relax? So now we're going to do the opposite of that in terms of volume. Is we're just going to explore how little air we actually need for what we are doing in this sitting posture, what our body needs at this moment in time. Bearing in mind that that will be affected by how you slept, the time of the day, hormones, hydration, stress levels, what you've eaten. So we're going to bring our attention to the air in the nostrils. So again, this is a really good physical sensation. So just tune in with the breath, just breathing easy at the minute, just breathing as you would naturally. See if we can really tune into the different temperature. Can you notice as the breath enters the nostrils, that whole nasal cavity, slightly cooler air coming in through the nose, as it leaves slightly warmer. Tune in with that very subtle difference, subtle change in temperature. And after the next normal inhale, normal exhale, just pause at the end of that exhale for 5 seconds. So when you're ready, just a normal breath in, normal breath out, and you're just going to pause, extend that exhale for 5 seconds. Relax into the pause, enjoy the space, enjoy the quiet, and then take another breath. Easy breathing. So the only bit we're guiding of the breath is that 5-second pause. The breath, rest of the time, is just as it needs to be. So again, after the next normal breath in, normal breath out, just pause, extend the pause at the end of that out breath for 5 seconds. Just count to yourself in your head, just 5 seconds. And then again, just breathe easy. And again, after the next normal breath, just add that extended 5-second pause. And then breathe easy. And this time we're going to add that extended 5 seconds to the end of the out breath. But the breath in you take after that, I want you to minimize that breath. So what we're doing at the minute is just allowing the breath after that pause just to breathe easy back into the body. See if you can just reduce the volume, even if it's by 2%, 5%, 10%, without creating any tension. So keeping everything relaxed. Thinking about those bigger volumes of breath that we did, where you just created all of that space in the lower part of the body, in the back of the body, in the side of the ribs. So the little bit of control, the little bit of guidance you're giving is a 5-second pause plus a slightly lower volume breath on that next breath in. So let the breath just be calm and settled for a second. And then when you're ready, it's a normal breath in, a normal breath out. Pause, extend that pause for 5 seconds. And see if you can just breathe ever so slightly lesser volume of air after that 5-second pause. And then breathe easy. You may notice the breath slowing naturally, which is great. You may notice saliva if you feel saliva, then swallow. You may notice hands warming. We'll go again on that. So normal breath in, normal breath out, extended pause for 5 seconds. And then the next breath you take just ever so slightly, a little bit of a lower volume. Can still go deep, but we're just reducing the volume. Almost like taking just a thin thread of air into the body. Still deep into the body, but not big. I want you to feel that state of you almost would like to take a bigger breath, but you don't need to. One more time. So we'll go normal breath in, normal breath out. Enjoy the space, the quiet, the stillness of that 5-second pause. Relax into it. And then just a thin thread of breath. All you need, just enough to fuel your body for what you're doing at this moment in time. And then just breathe easy. Just bring the focus back down to the feet, give your toes a little bit of a wiggle. And your hands a little bit of a wiggle. If you had your eyes closed, just slowly open your eyes, maybe give the mouth a little bit of a workout, rub the tongue around the mouth. And very slowly, in your own time, come up to standing. We'll just do a little bit of movement. Harry just sprang up off the floor there. Take it easy. Let's see if I can get the GoPro on. Good, so that's nice stillness. So let's just give the ankles a bit of a shake. Nice crack going on there in my ankle. And it's all about releasing tension. Again, focus on where we need strength and where we can let go of any tension. Give the hands a shake. Make a couple of fists. In the hips and the glutes, just gently in the lower back, and then find your really strong grounding stance. So this is slightly different from just standing. We're going in a slightly wider foot position, so we're going about shoulder width apart, and we are giving a little bit of a bend in the knee and a very subtle, not a complete tuck of the pelvis, very subtle, so your tailbone is going down to the ground. So we're actually using our legs. You should feel as if your legs are actually taking you into the ground. You can feel as if your heels are about a couple of inches in to the ground. So you're really grounded, stable, strong base of support. And then at the same time, the spine is nice and tall. So again, from a physical point of view, we want the head balanced on top of the rib cage, balanced on top of the pelvis, so that when we're breathing efficiently, you've got your pelvic floor, you've got your respiratory diaphragm, and you've got the head in the right place. So you've just got all of that space to let the air down into the lungs. If we're in this position or this position, if we change the position of the rib cage, we're not breathing as optimally as we can do. So from here, just let the arms just float up. Nice big circles. And what I'd like you to explore with this movement is if there's any space or any place in the movement where you feel tension. Now it could be physical tension in the body, it could be muscular tension, or it could be tension in the breath. It might be you get to this point and the breath gets a little bit tight, a little bit wobbly. At the minute, I don't want you to think about breathing in or out in any particular movement. I just want the breath to be easy. So as I always say, smooth, fluid, soft, rhythmical breath, rhythmical movement. So you want to feel strong through the lower body. Is there any place where you're feeling tension? Just let it go, keep it smooth, keep it fluid. One more circle, and then at the end of this circle just rest the arms by the side of the body. Give your legs a bit of a shake if you need to. If it's starting to feel a little bit tight in the lower body, then back to your nice grounding stance. And this time we'll just coordinate the breath. But again, I want that breath to be easy. I don't want a bigger volume. I don't want the breath being lifted up as you're breathing in. So imagine as you're breathing in, again, that rib cage, your middle expanding, not lifting up the rib cage. So the in breath, your middle expanding, the out breath. And again, notice if it's smooth. In and out through the nose. As you're breathing out, you can use those upper abdominals just a little bit to help bring that diaphragm back into its resting posture. One more time. And then rest there. Again, just bring the feet together, give them a little bit of a shake. We're going to add a count to to that now, so it might speed up a little bit, it might slow it down a little bit depending on how you were doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in for a count of 6, and we're going to breathe out for a count of 6, and I'll count you through it. So this time we do it all together. So back to your nice strong grounding stance, heels into the ground, a really strong base of support, tall spine, and then we're ready. We're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in and out. Smooth breathing in and out. And in and out. And in and out. And rest the arms by the side. Give the legs a bit of a shake again if you want. And then we'll just do a couple the other way round. So breathe whatever you feel, however you feel comfortable. So this one we go back to that wider stance. And we do a little bit of a squat. It's almost like lifting. Feel the resistance. You bring your hands to chest, and then when you bring your hands to chest, it's just like that nice, big yawn. And use that if you want to just sigh out at the top of the breath. So you can breathe in, breathe however you want to breathe, and you can vocalize it, you can hum, you can whatever you want to do at that top of that breath. But it's a nice big stretch, nice big sigh. In. And you can make it a little bit quicker if you wanted at the top. So you could come down, you could come in, and it could almost be like it's really nice big stretch. Got loads of cracks going on in my shoulders. So just play around with the rhythm. It's lovely. If you're outside and you're looking around and enjoying what's going on. One more time. In. And nice and relaxed, and then just bring the arms by the side, bring the feet together or closer together, and we'll finish there. Thank you very much for joining the class. If you've got any questions, then leave it on the ask me on the training portal or email me, and I will hopefully see you on Thursday for the movement class. If not, I'll see you next week again for the breathwork. Thanks everybody for joining. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.